Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Is it good? Yeah. You play as the Suicide Squad and your goal is to kill the Justice League, as most of them have turned evil and are a direct threat to Metropolis and humanity as a whole. The concept is great, but the game really drops you in the deep end without any real backstory of how it all went down. You can play as 4 different characters: Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and the character that I played the whole game with, King Shark. They all play differently, each with their own different weapons and traversal options. The game lets you play as them all during the tutorial, which was great at helping me pick. I chose King Shark because he really suited my playstyle, as he can jump really far and high while using heavy weapons and shotguns. You can change character at any point though. Each character has their own rank and skill tree to level up, but even when I did switch to Harley Quinn in the endgame, I didn't feel any difficulty spike despite her being only rank 1. The only thing I did struggle with was getting used to how she traverses around the map. The gameplay in this game feels incredible. I had mastered how to fully use King Shark within about a couple of hours, and from there it was pure bliss. It's just so satisfying to play. Unfortunately, there's not much mission variety throughout the game. You're either defending an objective, escorting a person or thing to a location, saving stranded people, or clearing out enemies from a location. For me, this wasn't a deal breaker, as the gameplay was so much fun. A disappointment for me was the boss battles. They were so easy. Most of them were just avoid items and shoot boss. Not a lot of strategy was required, which was disappointing, as some of these bosses are some of the greatest superheroes in DC Comics history. Throughout the game, you're constantly getting new loot from random drops and also at the end of missions. However, most of the time I got loot, it was pointless, as I'd say 90% of the time, my items that I already had were better. You can also craft loot if you've got the resources. From doing everything there is to do in this game, I had way more resources than I could ever spend, especially as crafting weapons never gave me anything better, even when I unlocked legendary crafts, so this was completely pointless too. When you're not on a mission, you'll likely be in Metropolis, where you can pick main missions or side quests. Metropolis doesn't have a lot to do, but there is some Riddler missions and trophies to get, which were an okay distraction, but also very easy. The cinematics in this game look incredible, and the story was great, until about the last 15 minutes. I had no idea this game was coming to an end. I won't give any spoilers, but you kill a boss, and you're told there's at least 11 more out there to get. The Suicide Squad then high five, and then the credits start rolling. I was so confused, but after the credits, the game made it clear that more content is coming in the future. This game can be played with you and 3 other people, but I played the whole game by myself, so I can't comment what it's like to play with others. I can, however, comment on the bots that you play with, and they are great. They actually helped a lot, and the enemies will also aim at the bots rather than just yourself, which was good. Now I have to talk about the biggest problem in this game, the bugs. As I was playing through this game, there was a loading Metropolis bug. This would come up at the end of a mission. When it would pop up, I would be stuck here forever loading, and the only way to get out of it was to close the game and reopen it. Upon reopening the game, I would have to play the same mission again. This happened to me 14 times in total, which was completely ridiculous and took a lot of enjoyment of the game from me, especially as I've already said, the missions were not that varied, so having to replay them was very annoying. I also had a bug where I was stuck in a different version of Metropolis, and this wouldn't let me progress the story, as no one was in that version of Metropolis. This bug forced me to restart that chapter. The game also kicked me out a lot, citing server issues, which is very frustrating considering I was playing the game all by myself. So the game was very buggy, which was disappointing, as I was playing the game 3 weeks after launch. This game is a live service game, so once you finish the game, you can do similar missions over and over again to try and get better gear and level up. Personally, this isn't for me. I'm happy to just play the story, but that said, I did grind up to Finite Crisis 16, but I didn't find it very fun, as you're just doing the same 3 missions over and over. But I am looking forward to future story content, especially if the bugs get ironed out in the future. That was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and I give it a 6 out of 10.